The truth is, I started when I was negative $36,627. And while I've created a ton of wealth for myself by the age of 30, if I could go back, I could probably do it a hell of a lot smoother than the way I did it. And I know everybody says something like that, and I kind of believe that everything happens for a reason, but let me save you some mistakes, all right? So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I went from poor to multi-millionaire and how you can just copy and steal all of my strategies so you don't make the same mistakes. And finally, how if you don't start implementing these strategies, how it's going to cost you so much money and potentially your life. Now, I know that sounds dramatic, but in the sense of you don't have control over your life if you're working for some job, some fat boss telling you where to be, what to do. Because let's be real, dude, that's not cool. Nobody wants that. We want to be in control of our own life. So with that being said, let's get into it. So first things first, I grew up in a poor family. Going back generations, I feel like my family was all about struggling in poverty, just like most people. Now I'm talking lower middle class. And that to me is struggling because you can't do what you want, can't go on any trips. That's not happening. You're always worrying about money. Can you cover the rent? Can you cover the mortgage? What about groceries? What about the kids and the school trip that's coming up? Oh my God, I got to shuffle money over here to pay for that. That's not living, dude. That to me is middle class and lower middle class. And that is pretty much dead broke to me. But that's how I think about life now. But I grew up all throughout that type of mentality. Money doesn't grow on trees. You have to work hard for your money. All of these sayings were things that were told to me my entire childhood. Just like probably you watching this video. So kind of fast forward throughout my entire childhood, right up until high school, I knew that, dude, I'm not going to university. Academia is not my thing. And my dad was a carpenter, and he even told me, don't become a carpenter. Don't do what I do. It's not good. You don't want to do it. And his dad was a carpenter, so we're generations of carpenters in my family. But I did shop class in grade 11 because I ain't doing no fucking mathematics or history, dude. I'm doing shop class because it's a waste of time and it's going to be fun and all my buddies are in there. But grade 11 shop class wasn't your typical shop class where you're just making stupid triangle things. I don't know. This year, for some reason, we were learning how to build a shed, like a mini little house. We were going to wire it. We were going to plumb it, the whole thing. We're going to build a mini little house. And as I was doing this class, I was like, this is fucking amazing. I actually really love this. And my teacher really saw that I was doing a great job and I loved it. He came on and was like teaching me one-on-one and was like, dude, you're like really into this. I think you're going to be really good at this. Have you ever thought about going into the trades after high school? And I was like, I don't know. I don't want to be a tradesman. Like my dad told me not to do it. And my teacher was like, there's so much money to be made because everybody's going to university. You can easily make like 80, 100 grand in like your first couple of years. There's a lot of pressure on needing more trades. So the more I did the class and the more I did grade 12 shop class, same kind of thing, I was like, this is it. So right after high school, I linked up with a company, started my apprenticeship as a carpenter, and off to the races I was. But the cool thing is, and I don't know how this happened, I got absolutely obsessed with real estate investing at like the age of 17. I was still in high school, watching shows like Flip That House and $1 Million Listing. Shout out to Chad from season 1. I just fell in love with those shows and everything to do about real estate. Now, keep in mind, nobody in my family ever talked about real estate investing, owning properties, cash flow. Like I never heard those terms ever. But for some reason, I got some download from the universe. I don't know how. It was like, you need to learn how to invest in real estate. I don't know. It was just like a calling within me. So when I became a carpenter right after high school, I always had the intention of I'm doing this carpentry thing as a stepping stone so that I can flip houses and invest in real estate. I'm just using carpentry. I'm not going to be a carpenter like my dad full-time forever. I'm just using it to invest in real estate, which is where I really want to go. So I finished my apprenticeship, and right when I was done, I started my own company renovating properties strictly for investors because, yo, I ain't going to be an employee. I always knew that. So I was like 21 years old, just started my company, and I was going to real estate conferences as I was going anyway, but instead of just listening now, I was telling people, hey, I'm a carpenter in my local area. I specialize with real estate investors, so if you ever need some work done on your properties, hire me because I know exactly who you are and what you're trying to do. And I got some clients. And the more clients I got, word of mouth kind of spread. It was like, dude, this guy loves real estate and he's a carpenter. So the more and more clients I was renovating for, they were like, dude, you should really think about becoming a realtor. Because all my realtors I'm working with, they don't know anything. You're young, you're a hustler, you understand cash flow, you go to all the meetings, I see you there, you obviously understand real estate investing, and you have sick renovating skills. I think you'd be a great realtor. And I was like, well, I don't want to be a carpenter forever. That's for damn sure. So I became a realtor, still specializing with investors. Now, this was a really good good career choice because now I was in the thick of it. I had all the back end access, all the data to see how houses were sold, how they were bought, who owned what, all the good details. And long story short, if you're a follower of mine, you probably already heard this story a few times, but I began marketing online to get realtor clients because I had no money to spend on advertising like your typical Joe realtor. And the more videos I shot just like this, explaining how to invest in real estate, the more people I got, the more clients I got, but more importantly, the more partners I got because they said, Matt, I don't want to just be your realtor client. I want to partner with you. You understand everything. You have all this renovation skills. You're a certified carpenter. It's crazy. I just want to partner with you. You do all the work. I don't want to do shit. And this is when everything started to change and when my net worth went from like flat to millions pretty damn quick. See, at this point, I started understanding the value of branding and marketing. Building a brand is the absolute most important thing for any business owner, but especially for a real estate investor in 2024 and beyond, because everybody's sick of one-to-one marketing, going to conferences, being sold, being pitched to. Nobody wants that. Video marketing is so damn powerful because it works for you 24/7 and it's indirect selling, which is what I like to call it. See, on these videos, I'm not really saying straight up, you should partner with me because I got the team, I got everything. That's already known. That's already blatant. They can see it from my before and after videos. They can see all the B-roll clips we add in the videos. It's evident. I know what I'm doing. And then by me teaching all of these strategies, people are like, yeah, I'm just going to partner with that guy. That's the power of marketing and branding. Now, if you're a real estate investor struggling to get partners to raise money to buy properties, you think you're a real estate investor, you're on realtor.com every day looking at properties, you're calling realtors. You and I both know you're fucking wasting everybody's time because you don't have no money. Nobody knows you. Nobody trusts you. Nobody knows what you're doing or who you are. So to fix all that, I got a course right below in the description called Unlimited Cash. You definitely want to check that out because I teach you my entire strategy of how I post on social media, what I'm making the videos about, what I'm saying specifically in these videos to get partners to partner with me. All that is in that course below. Check that out. But most importantly, what got me to be a millionaire by the age of 30 was understanding the laws of money and compound growth. See, the mistake I made in my early 20s was thinking I could invest in real estate all on my own. I could just work for the money, save it up, wait, 3, 4, 5 years. When that one property I bought appreciated, I could refinance it, buy the second one, whoop-de-fucking-do. I bought 2 properties in 7 years. You gotta buy dozens of property a year, ideally. You want to buy 1 property a month. That's really the base goal you should be shooting for as a real estate investor. And if you're just starting out, that sounds insane. Buying a property every month, that's crazy. Let me tell you, once you get rolling and understanding what I'm explaining to you, that's amateur hour still. See, the laws of compound growth are amazing. And what that means is there's several assets at the same time, all being paid down, all appreciating in value, all cash flowing at the same time. See, owning 1 or 2 properties, that's pretty cool. See, I bought 150 properties with partners using none of my own money because of my branding and marketing. They brought all the money, I did all the work. I was able to own 50% of 150 properties. Now imagine 150 properties, all appreciating in value, all getting renovated, all cash flowing, all getting paid down from the tenant every single month. That is insane. And that's what the rich people truly understand is leverage and compound wealth. Now, the same very basic idea of this is buying into the S&P 500 every single day or every single week or every single month at the very least. No matter what, the market's going up, market's going down, who cares? You're buying every single week, putting in $50, $100, $200, whatever you can afford every single week. And when you turn around 10 years later, the money effect is absolutely insane because of compound. Now, buying those 150 houses and enjoying that compound effect is what made me a multimillionaire by the age of 30. And I really only started buying all these properties like crazy around 25, 26. So in 4 to 5 short years, I went from like flat net worth to a couple $1 million. Now that's cool. It's cool. But you can't really live off of the cash flow from what I was doing, which was single family properties, especially with a partner 50-50. And my business strategy was we don't take any cash flow. Because they're just little dinky single family homes, they weren't cash flowing a whole ton of money. My strategy was putting that money back into the property's bank account every single month. Just in case something broke or a tenant left, we had that sleep at night fund is what I called it. So I wasn't really living on the proceeds, the monthly proceeds from all of those properties at all. I was rich on paper, but every single month, I still had to work as a realtor for my monthly bills and expenses. And that's when it really clued into me that if you really want to be rich in net worth and rich in cash flow every single month, you got to really double down on an active business strategy, ideally within the industry you're specializing. In this case, we're talking about real estate. Now, while being a realtor was an absolutely amazing job and good active income for sure, I was living really good, especially by the age of 28, 29, 30, when I had all of these properties. Like, the marketing was just working for itself, dude. I was getting clients like everywhere. So I was making, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month as a realtor, as a 26-year-old, 27-year-old, pretty consistently. So it was pretty good. But what really started to change is when I really doubled down into my own investing self-employed business, in the sense of flipping real estate, wholesaling real estate, marketing here on my YouTube channel, coaching, selling courses, making active income streams from my specialization, which is real estate investing. That's when shit really started to change. You know, it's very common for my business to make $100,000 a month from flipping, $20,000, $30,000 a month from realtor business, couple tens of thousands of dollars from coaching and course sales and stuff like that. So now we're talking. But what really dialed it in was the active income approach. Whereas in most of my 20s, I just focused on passive income. I was sold the passive income lie. Just hold a rental property, it cash flows, just chill, just live off of it. You're going to live a great life. You can live a great life if you want to live the FIRE life, the financially independent, retire early, which basically means you're living like a minimalist. You're eating alphagettis out of a fucking can, eating Michelinas for dinner. You know what I'm talking about. TV dinners, like you're living low, which is cool, man. It's better than working at some shitty corporate job, climbing up the ladder as a little scrub, but you know what I mean. You probably want to live a little bit more luxurious life than that. So throughout that entire decade, that's how I grew my net worth, was by buying all these properties, leveraging my branding, focusing on marketing, working 12-hour days throughout all my 20s. That is for sure. Just shooting videos, making ebooks, making products, just getting my marketing and my name out there. That's what built my net worth. And then I started to live a little more luxurious life in my later 20s, early 30s, when I really dialed in the flipping business, the wholesaling, all of that. But what really made the kicker to make it all real is when I sold all of my 150 properties right at the motherfucking peak of the real estate market. I sold all of them from August 2021 to the last one. I'm not even lying. The last deal closed like February 27th, 2022, right at the top of the market. It's almost like I knew something was happening. Duh. I'm a real estate investor, and all I do is obsess about real estate investing, and I smelled something a little funny going on. And if I was wrong and it kept ripping, well, I still made a lot of money. Can't be wrong about that. But when I sold the last one at the end of February and they started hiking rates March, a couple weeks after that, that's when everything pretty much changed. So that's how I became a multimillionaire by the age of 30, going from broke as shit in my early 20s, like I said, negative $30,000 in credit card bills, trying to get myself going, trying to get my business going, doing it all wrong. If I could go back, I would do it all a bit smoother, even though I think I did it pretty good for 1 decade, but it could have been done probably in 4 to 5 years if I would have had a video like this. So if you like this video, if you learned anything, smash that subscribe button, hit that like button. I will see you in the next tip video.